Good morning, everybody. We begin a new book in the Torah this week, the book of Leviticus. And sometimes people think of Leviticus and they say, oh no, I know that book. That's the book with all the sacrifices, all the korbanot. And it's true. And it is a difficult book to read through because a lot of it does have to do with the details of the sacrifices that were brought in the temple. And it can be a little bit overwhelming. But at the same time, there are a lot of messages and lessons that are so powerful and moving and inspiring. I just want to share one of them with you that you can discuss this week at your Shabbat table. So it says in the beginning, "V'adam ki yakriv mikem korban lashem," when a person will bring a sacrifice to Hashem. That's the English translation. But if you look carefully at the words, it says, "Adam ki yakriv mikem," when a person brings from him, from himself, when you bring from yourself a korban, a sacrifice to Hashem. And the message is pretty obvious, which is that God doesn't care about our animal sacrifices. That's not what he needs. He doesn't enjoy eating from the altar. That's silly. That's first grade Judaism. What Hashem wants from us, what Hashem is looking from us, is commitment, sacrifice. A lot of times in life, no, let me say that again. Almost every moment in life, there's a conflict between what I want for me, for myself, and what I know Hashem wants from me. Because Hashem always wants from me the best I can be, the best I can do, the highest I can reach. And for myself, I don't always want that for myself. I don't always push myself in that direction. Sometimes I'm happy just settling for something less. But what Hashem wants from us and what he hopes to see from us is our commitment, our giving over of ourselves to our own personal growth and our connection to Hashem and our spiritual lives, and to see a level of commitment to be all in that area, in those areas, and to be fully committed. That's why when Hashem wants our sacrifices, it's not the animal sacrifice that he wants. It's Adam ki yakriv mikem. He wants us. He wants us to give of ourselves, to be fully committed, to be able to make sacrifices between what's the higher part of me wants and what the lower part of me wants. We're living in a generation, we're living in a period of time in Israel where we have seen a generation of young people so willing to make not just a sacrifice, but the sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice. A generation of young people who have risen to the challenge of defending the Jewish people in this critical time, who have said, I'm willing and I'm going to, if I need to, make the ultimate sacrifice for Am Yisrael, for the Jewish people, for the land of Israel, for Hashem, for Torah, for goodness, for spirituality, for everything that Judaism believes in. And that this generation has surprised and impressed all of us. We didn't know. We thought maybe they were just the TikTok generation. Maybe they were so caught up in their technology and their social media that they wouldn't be able to rise to this challenge. And yet they have, in a way that has far surpassed anything that anybody could have ever expected. These are heroes. These young people who are giving up their lives, who are fighting for the protection of Am Yisrael and for the future of the Jewish people, are absolute heroes. But we can all be heroes like that, even if we're not fighting on the front lines, because we can go all in. We can commit. We can find one area, and that's the topic for the Shabbos table. What is one area in my life where I can really go all in, where I can commit, where I can give of myself entirely and completely? And that is the sacrifice that Hashem is looking for from us. Wishing everyone a wonderful Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom from Yerushalayim.